Hey everyone, it's Val. So I was born in 1986, which means I am a 90s kid, and which means, among other things, I proudly identified as a child as a Toys R Us kid. Obviously, as you've heard, Toys R Us is closing all its locations, going bankrupt, disappearing forever. And they're all doing these huge going out of business sales. So last week I took my 10-year-old niece to the one in Brockton, Massachusetts, which was my childhood Toys R Us. And we walked around and got some stuff. And then a couple of days ago, my husband and I went because I wanted him to see my childhood Toys R Us and see if there was anything else that we would want there. So I have basically a couple of little hauls here. I'm not going to show you what my niece got. It was a Breyer racehorse with a jockey and a little tube of frozen bazooka bubblegum. But I'm going to show you the things that I got for myself. One of the things I got for my husband that first trip. And then some of the stuff that I got on the second, or all of the stuff that I got on the second. I'm not going to be opening anything. I already have opened everything that I'm going to, but this is just some of the stuff that I got for, 50% or more off. And it includes a bunch of Disney Tsum Tsums that I had never really gotten into before because collectible things are dangerous. So I did get a few different Tsum Tsums because I saw some stuff that was really cute that I wanted. So you'll see I have a bunch of keychains, the figural keychains, and my favorite thing I've ever bought, which is sitting next to me, which you'll see in a minute. This is the bag of stuff from the first one. So to start, I got this adorable Dorbs, is what they're called. They are by Funko, I believe, and they're Disney Pixar licensed. It's Hector from Coco. They had Hector and Miguel, and I just really liked Hector's character. So I snagged him to sit on top of my jewelry box in my bedroom. I also came across this cute little BB-8 who I hung on my bag and almost forgot until I got to checkout, and I was like, oh wait, also this. It says 98 cents on the tag because of the fact that it's so late and they're closing next week. He was 39 or 49 cents, I think. And I didn't even realize that it talked when I picked it up. Super cute. And it has little antennas and everything. The tag, as I'm finding on a lot of kids stuff, is super long nowadays, so I'm probably gonna cut that off eventually. The like bigger tag is just ripped apart. A lot of the things in the store are getting a little bit disheveled because folks are picking them up and putting them down or not paying as much attention to their kids because the store is closing. So there are a lot of things that you kind of have to be a little careful about while you're looking at them. But I thought it was a super cute little BB-8 to maybe hang off of a bag or in my car, like off the rear view or something. So I definitely made sure to snag this. Another key ring that I got was this Rubik's Cube holder bag for my husband. It apparently actually holds a real Rubik's Cube, which I didn't get it because of that. I just got it for him to have like a little another pouch for his bag. And I didn't notice, but he did. The inside is scrambled. Like one side is the scrambled cube and the other side is the solved cube. It's really, really soft. It's very nice feeling. One other thing that I really like and have always liked is office supplies, which is kind of a weird thing to be nerdy about, but like Sharpies, pens, and because they're going out of business, Toys R Us is getting rid of everything in their offices as well. So I snagged 2 packs of blank index cards for 99 cents a piece, which is probably the same price you'd get them for at Staples, maybe even more, but I grabbed them. And then 3 whole clipboards. This blue plastic, this clear plastic, and then this extra long regular brown cardboard. My niece was laughing at me as I went over to the clipboard section because I think I had like 5 total. and she clipboard shamed me into putting a couple of them back. So I ended up with a couple plastic ones because I didn't have any, and one of these extra long ones because they're good for like legal pads and such. When we were going towards the checkout, my niece, I think, was the one who found this. This was my first little Tsum Tsum. And it's a little tiny Captain America with a little stand for his shield. So his shield can go on his back where that little hole is, or fits into a little hole on this stand. And I was like, oh no, these are super cute. And to admit something, the key rings that I got later, I kind of thought were the same thing as he is. I wasn't really paying a ton of attention to the packaging, but I'm not mad that they're not what he is. So there were no more of these that I could find when I went back the other day, but it was a really cute little purchase for my first like teensy Tsum Tsum. These were also a checkout item. I had these on my ceiling as a kid, like eventually, not my whole childhood, but it was one of those things where like I got some special stars once. So I was like, I need to buy some of these. Just like, I don't know if I'm gonna put them anywhere because I'm 31 and I don't have kids, but they were just so nostalgic. They feel like the same material that they were when I was a kid. And I was like, I have to bring these home with me. Last but not least, my Mickey Tsum Tsum glow friend. If you tap him, he lights up. And if you tap him again, which I accidentally just did I? Yes. He changes colors. I'm gonna have to take a shot of him in the dark and I'm gonna overlay it here. He is the cutest Mickey ever. So he's kind of my favorite purchase ever. What he's meant to do is like help kids who are scared of the dark fall asleep easier. This glow feature, whether it's on the single color or the rotating color, turns off after half an hour. It's super cute. When I first picked him up, I only realized that he maybe turned on, like that he maybe had one color. And he also made little sounds. I think that's because he was on demo mode. He's on mute mode right now. If I turned on the sounds, he does make these just pleasant little squeaks in that Tsum Tsum style. Very unobtrusive, super soft, very adorable. There's like a sort of squishy plastic inside, which I think is how they like get the tapping to work. He's very cute. His little tail, his front feet are white, his hands are white, and his little feet are yellow. He's so cute. He has brought me comfort over the past few days. And it actually took me like a day or two to realize that tapping him another time would get him to go to this rotating color situation. Okay, so on to trip number 2. This was with my husband the other day. This is the bag. One of the bags. We had multiple bags. One of the things I found was this little Baymax. Technically, he's from Crossy Road, which I think is like the Disney branded Frogger. So he looks a little Minecrafty. He's a little squared off, but he was so cute and he was just the right size to have where he's like not too big, not going to be too obtrusive to just kind of stick somewhere. So I have a little Baymax now. I'm super happy. I also found these Hot Wheels Star Wars ships. This is a Star Destroyer, obviously. And because this one is a Star Destroyer and was in the original trilogy, the little logo on the bottom of this is the Empire logo. Super neat. The stand was really easy to put together. It's really sturdy and well balanced. The back has nice blue detailing there, and it actually does sit really well balanced. So it looks pretty cool because it's on this clear stand and it's just kind of balanced there on a shelf. I have them on one of my bookshelves downstairs. So I love Star Wars in general, but I do love the new films. I have a lot of feelings about Kylo Ren that I'm not going to get into in this video, but one of my favorite things ship-wise in the universe right now is his command shuttle. And now I have one. As the other one had the Empire insignia, this one has the First Orders. And a cool thing about this guy, again, you have the blue detailing in the back, but the wings actually open and then close up again, like they do for landing. So I thought it was a really cool figure and I had to have it. They're both, again, Hot Wheels. There's like a series of them. It's a collect all of them and so on, but I grabbed the couple that I wanted. Okay, so we're on to Tsum Tsums now, and there were a bunch of different ones in just like sort of in a little bin, most of which I wasn't super into, but Maximus from Tangled. Had to have him. Cute little tail, super, super soft and cozy. It's like a little beanbag. You can stack them right up just like they say. And also Dumbo. I have not watched the trailer for the new one yet because people were mentioning crying, and I inferred from somebody or other's post that Baby Mine is in it, and Baby Mine will just make me cry immediately. So I haven't watched the trailer for the new one yet, but I loved Dumbo as a child and I had to bring him home with me. The rest of the Tsum Tsums that I have are figural keychains, series 3, I guess. So I had a decent little haul of these. So I did get both of the ones that were sort of exclusives or mystery ones from this set. Pascal and Flounder. I was super excited to get Pascal because I love Tangled, and I think he was the first one I opened, and I was like, oh, I didn't even know that he was in this. And Flounder I opened after. Ariel. So I have Ariel and Flounder. She was my favorite as a kid. My first solo song was non-mic'd, but singing along with the opening of Part of That World when I was like 7 or 8 at a dance recital. So she's just the greatest, and I have a little set of her and Flounder and a second Ariel. I also got 2 each of Merryweather and Fauna. I ended up buying a Flora on eBay shortly after opening these because I loved Sleeping Beauty as a child. I love the Good Fairies. Maleficent is my favorite villain of all time. At some point I should probably do a video essay as to the why there, but she rules. But I figured I should have a set of all 3 of them. The other 2 I am going to be giving away. So if you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and comment below with your favorite Disney character, then I will pick someone to take home one of the Faunas and one of the Merryweathers. And if you want Ariel too, you can totally have my extra Ariel. And finally, on that second trip, my husband noticed a few fidget cubes because he can't find his, and I wanted to use it to help me with some of my anxiety. But the only ones we could find were Batman and Superman. I am a huge fan of Marvel comics, not so much into DC, and I haven't been into the DC cinematic universe, which I hear is probably a good idea, but I wanted one that was like his. His was black with black buttons, so I wanted one like his that was just sort of solid colors or normal colors, and towards the checkout we found one. It's black and white instead of all black like his, but it is the fidget cube. The packaging said that it was backed on Kickstarter by, I think, 136,000 people. It has a bunch of different awesome features. This ball is both a rolling ball and it clicks. These little guys are rollers. This is like a light switch, which is super awesome. This has a little ticker sort of thing inside of it, and you can roll it around. These are great. These 2 are my favorite. Really satisfying click. These are nice and squishy and don't make any clicking noise, and the one in the center is sort of a middle between both. There is a worry stone side, which your thumb fits really well into to just sort of worry at, and you can also be clicking the light switch at the same time. And then there is like a sort of little joystick for your thumb as well on the other side. So far, it's been a great little solid cube, very good for anxiety. I like it a whole bunch. And again, it was like 50% off or something. This is my little two-store Toys R Us goodbye, going out of business sale haul. Like I said, the one in Brockton I know is closing. I think it's next week. I am debating trying to borrow a truck to go purchase a shopping cart because they're $35 at that location. And I kind of really want a Toys R Us shopping cart. Like, even if I just use it to plant things in the backyard or something. Toys R Us was just such a big part of my childhood. We didn't go often. It was always a special thing when we went. It was like, you'll maybe get one toy. At Christmas time, I always wanted to look through their big catalog and make my list. I'm gonna miss it a lot, even though I hadn't really gone in years, because again, I'm 31. I don't have kids. I don't get out to that area that much. And, you know, as usual, like, I'm another millennial that probably contributed to it closing, but it feels like when Walden Books and Borders went out of business to me a little bit, because I loved those bookstores. I worked at Walden Books when I was a kid, you know, 2 minutes down the road at the same mall location as this Toys R Us that we've gone to twice in the last week. And I just am really going to miss it being there as an option. But, you know, time goes on and things happen and things change. And we just have to deal with it, I guess. I love Toys R Us. I'm going to miss it so much. Thanks so much for watching. Again, if you'd like to win Fauna and Merryweather and Ariel as well, I'll throw her in there. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and comment below with your favorite Disney character. Thank you again so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.